As Meredith said, Michael Vanderhoof, Director of Ecom Optimization at Toys R Us. It's been very exciting. So for the last 2 years, I've had a very sharp learning curve to learn everything I could about e-commerce, about websites, about site performance, tag management, A/B testing, optimization. When I came into role, I started looking at site performance, and I discovered tags and started really digging deep into that to understand what was going on there. So let me give you guys a little context. As I mentioned, I came into role around site performance, so that's why you hear me talking about it so much. But when I came in and I looked at our site from a performance standpoint, it was bad, guys. It was really, really dark times on the Toys R Us site, almost like medieval dark times. Okay, it was embarrassingly bad. And by that, if there's any people who are familiar with performance here in the room, our home page was above 7 seconds load time. Our product page where you're buying products, was above 8 seconds. And then our average site speed, just an average runtime across the site, was over 6. It was significantly behind where it should have been. So for the 2015 site performance project, which I had to do, and I had some goals I needed to hit to get the site ready, the only thing I had to rely on was leveraging a TIQ implementation to drive performance. So we built the data layer out, and we pulled all those tags out that we identified as impacting latency and pushed them in after onload. So in this example, I didn't reduce anything. Right? I didn't fix anything, really. All I did was I took out offending tags and latency and put them later in the page so that the vendor or the visitor was no longer aware or impacted by that load time. And it was awesome. The results of doing this were significant. So just pulling out primarily those 2 major tags, the on-site ads and the retargeting. There are a few others, but those are the largest 2 that had the largest impact. One of the metrics I used was the number of calls or requests on the page that happened prior to onload. So before I did this project, 85 to 90% of our calls were happening before that onload event. So almost my entire page was being called before the onload. After we did this project, we got that down to 50. So 50% of our calls were now loading prior to onload, which is a huge, huge improvement. Our page speeds improved from 2 to 5 seconds across page types. So you think about a 5-second improvement on your product page, it was gigantic, it's huge. Of course, what's really important is, well, what was the impact to conversion? So we saw a 5% lift to conversion by reducing the latency this much across the page types, which is material, particularly during peak season. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.